It's the Overnight Underground podcast. Here's the latest headlines. Reusable grocery bags.
Throw him out!
Celebrity infections. Your fingernails are spreaders. Unemployment explodes. And dogs are the best. I'm John Ford, and here's today's Overnight Underground News. Remember the good old days, like 2 weeks ago, when you would get a dirty look for not bringing in your reusable grocery bag to the store? Bringing one in now is likely to get you more than just a dirty look in some states. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker has issued a temporary ban on reusable tote bags in grocery and pharmacy stores. And seeing that is just about all that's open these days, that's just about everywhere in the New England state.
From now on, reusable bags are prohibited and all regulations on plastic bag bans will be lifted. Finally, stores are not allowed to charge for paper and plastic bags at this time.
Evil virus does indeed trump evil plastic all the livelong day. Dr. Fauci, the one star from the daily press conferences from the White House, mentioned yesterday that coronavirus could become a seasonal infection. Not good. Fauci, the head of infectious diseases at the National Institute of Health, believes that in the southern hemisphere, where winter is now underway, the virus is already taking root. All this underscores the need for a vaccine for COVID-19. Maybe global warming is our new best friend. Take that, Greta.
How dare you!
Time to spin the wheel of celebrity infections. If you pick Kathy Griffin as the next celebrity to tweet their infection from their hospital bed, step right up, winner, and pick up your severed, bleeding Trump head.
That's enough.
Actually, we don't know for sure if Griffin has the dreaded virus at this point. She says they haven't given her the test, and of course, that's Trump's fault. He's to blame for the whole thing. Love him or hate him, Mr. Trump sure makes a good boogeyman.
Put down the mic.
Maybe they couldn't test her because being a total self-absorbed attention or nut job isn't a COVID-19 symptom.
Yep.
Still, if you want to see just how partisan and vile the world has become, just search Twitter for hashtag Kathy Griffin and cringe. Just make sure you put on your N95 mask first to keep from gagging on the stench. Hey, you with those long, nasty-ass fingernails? Get at the clippers and cut them, would you? Metro UK reports that according to an Australian health worker, long nails are an incubator for the virus enemy. Those long nails are not only great places for germs and viruses to hide, they can also keep you from washing your hands properly, not to mention wiping your butt with less than 4 pounds of toilet paper. On a somewhat related note, some quarantine folks are getting pretty jinky over not being able to get their hair cut or nails done at the Galleria. Here's one brilliant pundit on Fox News.
Women, y'all don't think about this, guys, but this is not a priority, but women have to get their hair done. I saw someone tweet out, you're going to see what color our real hair is because our roots are going to grow in. Women, all my friends are saying, this is not a priority. People are dying, and I realize that, but they can't get their nails done.
Well, at least she said it's not a priority. Twice. Wait, didn't Saturday Night already cover this?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
I'll bet you're not ready for this. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 3.3 million Americans have filed for unemployment in the last week.
People need to understand this is not a typical downturn. People are being asked to close their businesses, to stay home from work, and to not engage in certain kinds of economic activity. At a certain point, we will get the spread of the virus under control. And at that time, confidence will return, businesses will open again, people will come back to work. You may well see, significant rises in unemployment, significant declines in economic activity. There can also be a good rebound on the other side of that, and that's actually one of the main things we're trying to do by assuring the flow of credit in the economy and keeping rates low, is to assure that rebound, when it does come, is as vigorous as possible.
Federal Chairman Jerome Powell on NBC's Today Show. Still, almost 3.5 million unemployment filings in a week? Jeez Louise. The previous record was somewhere in the neighborhood of 700,000 back in the dark ages of 1982. Hit especially hard are states that rely heavily on tourism like Florida and Nevada, as well as oil and gas boom towns due to the falling price of oil. Well, here's a coronavirus shortage most of us didn't see coming. New York is running out of adoptable dogs. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, eggs, and bottled water. That's so last week. This week in the Big Apple, it's all about the canines. One pet adoption agency in the city reports that they are almost out of cats and dogs after a surge in applications in the past 2 weeks. With so many people stuck at home, a good companion that doesn't talk back is a definite plus. Besides, having a dog gives you an actual reason to get out of the house so Fido can take a constitutional.
I'm sweating like a dog.
The New York Post also reports that in South Africa, the government is cracking down on dog walking and has banned walking your dog outside. Makes for a messy living room. In Spain, authorities have had to clamp down on illegal dog rentals. Yeah, that's a thing. It seems that folks have been renting out their dogs to people in Spain itching to get outdoors and go for a walk. Rent your dog. Get someone else to take it for a walk. Profit.
NEWS.
A mostly correct and occasionally incomplete transcript and links to reference sources and articles of this Overnight Underground can be found at overnightunderground.com.